Y'all, we had some issues. Shoot. So we're starting a little later today because we had some technical issues with my Mac computer. I got online and I didn't have no sound. Then I started sounding like a robot. So I'm sorry we're starting 10 minutes late, but we're here. So if you could join and grant StreamYard, let me turn it off. Grant StreamYard permission to see your comments so we can see your comments and see who you're coming for. This was crazy. Like, this was crazy. If you could please grant StreamYard permission for us to see your comments, that would be great. I don't know what happened to my computer, but anybody who knows me knows I hate starting stuff late. I like to be on time. But yeah, something was wrong with my mic. I said I think this is gonna be a really good interview because my mic was screwed up. It did not work, but I got it working. I restarted my computer and stuff. So y'all go, y'all please again grant StreamYard permission for us to see your comments. And thank y'all for joining. So today we are interviewing Teray Blackwell, and she is the owner of Beautiful Bump HD. Yeah, there's the link in the comments if you can click on that. But we are going to bring her in. All right. Y'all grant stream, and she's kind of nervous, so y'all just bear with her. I think she'll be all right though. Like I said, once you do more lives, it gets easier. So let me go ahead and bring her in. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hey, okay. I'm glad we're back. And again, yeah, it was a rough little 10 minutes, but we got it. Well, I got it together. So, but
anyway, like, what's going on?
It's okay. But anyway, for everybody who is just now joining us tonight, I'm Bria with the Greenhouse Effect HSV. You can follow us on YouTube. And I do just a bunch of series of interviews getting women's testimonies about their business and their passion behind their business. So please don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment, and let us know your comments. This is the Greenhouse where we bud, bloom, and blossom, learning together in entrepreneurship. So again, hey, Teray, how are you?
Hey, look, I'm good. I was like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's my phone or what, but I'm good.
Good. I'm glad you joined us today, and we can get to know a little bit about your business and Beautiful Bump HD. You're doing the ultrasounds, and that's just amazing what you're doing. So again, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
So we're going to start off with your business spotlight, and we're just going to kind of get to know you and your business. Beautiful Bump HD, for those who did not know, that she owns an ultrasound studio. So could you give us a little introductory about your business and what you do?
Yes, so it is Beautiful Bump Ultrasound Studio. We do 2D, 3D, 4D, and HD ultrasound, giving moms a view of their babies. And we also do the DNA gender testing in case like some moms, they don't want to do ultrasounds, like they think it might be unsafe for the baby, but it's not. But so we do the reveals also.
Okay, cool. So what made you start your business, Beautiful Bump HD?
So when I was pregnant in the Army, and they told me that I was only going to get one ultrasound. Well, even before that, before I had my daughter, I was pregnant and I wasn't feeling well. Went to the doctor. They were like, "Oh, it's a part of pregnancy," and I was like, "No, it's just something's not right. Like I don't feel like something's right." So I went to the hospital. They didn't do an ultrasound, and so I just got on Google and tried to find somewhere that did ultrasounds and I could pay out of pocket. And I found an ultrasound studio right down the road from my house, and she was amazing. She did my ultrasound, and she gave me the best experience that I've ever had, as far as seeing my baby. And I was like, I want to do this. Like, I want to make somebody else feel the way she made me feel. So yeah, that's basically where it stemmed from.
Okay, cool. So again, what type of scans do you offer? I know that is 2D, 3D, and 4D.
Yeah, so we don't do like diagnostic scans at all. This is just fun entertainment, seeing your baby move, we do the 4D and the HD is basically it's 3D, but it's like a video, so you're actually seeing your baby in 3D move around, and like that's when you see them smile and see them stick their tongue out, stuff like that. You can actually see their facial features and not just bone like for the like the 2D. So that's the big difference between them.
Okay, so and then is it it's not 5D, is it 4D, the one where it's like orange?
Yeah, so 5D and it's all the same, honestly. The only difference is the 3D is the three dimensions, and that's just when you see, the orange and the color or whatever in the ultrasound. But the 4D, the HD, and the 5D, those are all the same. It's just the 3D in live motion, if that makes sense. So it's just the 3D with the baby actually moving. The 3Ds are just pictures, still pictures. And then the 4D HD, 5D, live, like all of that is just 3D, but the baby's moving. If that makes sense. I don't know if I explained that well, but that's the only difference.
Okay, yeah, I think I got it for the most part. So what does a typical session with you consist of? So I see you're at your studio, so you can give us like a little
Yes.
tour and just tell us what it
Yes.
consists of and like how's the atmosphere there.
Okay, so yes, so you'll just come in, you check in. I like to offer a cold Coca-Cola, piece of candy, and or Coke or water, just to get the baby active and moving. And so once you do that, you'll sign in, and then you'll come in. I'm gonna turn off the lights because I do have a projector just so you can see better. That's one of our major differences between other studios. So this is
Okay.
where you will actually see the baby right
Oh, I like
here.
the projector up there. Okay.
Yeah, so it's a really big projector, and then we have like just this little couch for family
Okay.
if you
So
want
how
to
many
bring
people do you
people.
allow in the room with the mother?
Honestly, I don't have a limit. I don't have a limit. I've had some people only bring one person, some people come by themselves, and I've actually had up to 14 people in this room. So I don't have a limit. I really don't.
Like a
And
gender
then that's
reveal or something?
yeah, uh-huh. And then you just have
Okay.
where the someone can sit, and then this is where the client lays, the mom lays, and then there's the ultrasound equipment right there.
Okay. Yeah, it looks
So
homey.
that's the whole room. Yes, and then we have so some people want the heartbeat teddy bears, which are this is our lobby,
Okay.
and so you get to pick your own stuffed animal. We have several different ones, and then inside of it, we'll place a recorder that just records your baby's heartbeat, so you can always hear your baby's heartbeat. And so
Okay.
that's that.
Oh,
And then
that's so
here's our
cool.
little waiting room. Thank you.
I
Our waiting
love
room,
that.
little TV. And then we, of course, have our green grass wall for pictures.
Oh, it's so
And that's
cute.
about it.
I
Thank
like your color
you.
scheme.
So that's about it. Thank you.
So
I
how
really
long have
wanted to make it like really homey and comfortable. And it's so crazy because that's the first thing everyone always says is, oh my God, it's so homey. It's so comfortable. Like I can
yeah.
just fall asleep in here. And I'm like, yes, that's what I was going for.
So how long have you been in business?
So we just opened January 15th of this year. So not long at all.
Well, you
Hmm.
it looks good. So and this is your first studio. This is not your second location.
Yes. No, this
Oh,
is the first one. This is first. Yes, ma'am.
like you did it before. Like you were out of town somewhere. I came. Like you did it before. Like it's not nothing. That's a good space. It was good.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, it took whew, a lot, but it my vision is here. Like it definitely came to life. Definitely.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
very happy about that.
So, what is a way to book you, and where are you located? Like, is the best to book you? Do you have a website, or do we need to like go on your social media? What's the best way to get in contact
Mhm.
with you?
So to book, you can always go to our website, book through there. You can also book through Facebook. You can book through Instagram. We have all of that, and then you can also give us a call, and we can book for you. But it's just better to go on our website. That way you can, view our different packages because we do have different packages, and that way you can just look at them and just book from there. But we also
Okay.
do like you can call, you can text, DM, anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway, any of our social media accounts, we can book you through them too.
Okay. Well, cool. And then you said where are you located again? Are you in Madison or are you in Huntsville?
Yes, we are in Madison. We're actually on County Line Road, in the big old Publix Plaza, right on County Line. Like we're on the side. It's like a Bishop's Barbecue, and we're in between Bishop's Barbecue and Iron Tribe Gym on
Okay.
County Line
Okay.
Road. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So all new mothers, expecting mothers, make sure y'all go book with her.
Yes.
You'll be home and comfortable, and I know that she'll provide a great. Because like I said, I wish I knew that. Well, I guess you weren't in business then, but I wish that
Yeah.
you were in business when I was pregnant. I definitely would have came to you. I sure would have came to you. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
like I was telling you before, we don't, I don't, on my website I do have, for the different packages, it'll tell you like, oh, it's a 5-minute scan, a 10-minute scan. But honestly, I don't look at it. I don't look at the time. I go by the experience, I go by the vibe. Like if you're having a good time, we're gonna keep looking at this baby. If the baby's being stubborn, we're gonna try to get this baby moved over. If you're trying to find the gender, I'm very patient, and I love it. And so
yeah.
I don't sit here and watch the clock. Like I do book my appointments spaced out pretty well, so they're not overlapping each other, and we do have time to go over and stuff like that. So
Yeah, and that makes a big difference because, like I said, when I had my ultrasound, I was kind of rushed. So it makes a difference when, you don't feel rushed and you feel comfortable, and someone is willing
hmm
to work with you. And even if you don't see the baby right away, like you said, that you
hmm
do a scan, they can come back.
Yes. If you come for gender and like the baby has its legs crossed, or we just, for whatever reason we're not able to determine the gender, you can come back for free within a week. No charge at all. We just book you as a repeat, and you'll come back and we'll try it again.
Yeah, okay. All right. So again, I'm gonna attach her website to the caption, and her Facebook and page is on there. So definitely shop with her, go see her, and go visit her. Hey, Brianna. Okay, so now we're going to switch to the Mauve convo of the interview. And if you're
Okay.
just joining us for the first time tonight, this is basically getting to know Teray and the passion behind her business. What fueled her to start a business? What were her journeys or what was her journey, and how did she get to this point? So we're going to start off with your caption or your interview summary, where you said that you were a single mom that was a soldier who kind of struggled. What was
hmm
that like, and what type of motivation did that give you to start your business?
So, like a lot of times when people hear the word struggle, I feel like they attach that with financial issues, but it was never financially. I was struggling like mentally and physically because, again, I was a single new mom. I was in the army up until my daughter was 11 months old. So, I had my maternity leave for the first three months, and then when I went back, it was like go time. Like I'm getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning, because we have to be at PT at 6 to salute the
Mhm.
flag at 6:30, and so I'm getting myself, and my child up super early, dropping her off at daycare, making it to formation, and I don't see my child again until I get off at 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock that night. So I just felt like I had no time with my newborn baby, and I feel like somebody else was raising her. Like, so
Yeah,
it really made me feel some type of way. Like I was like,
yeah,
no,
no, I get it.
I don't like this. And yeah, so
Mhm.
when I say I was struggling, I was struggling physically. I was tired. I was doing everything on my own, and
Yes,
I wanted more time with my baby. So that's what I mean when I say I was struggling. So that definitely motivated me. From the time I knew I was pregnant, I knew I was getting out. Like I knew I come from a military family. My dad was in the army for 20 plus years, and I knew that I didn't want. We did have a great life, but I didn't want
right.
to be separated from my child the way I had to always say bye to my dad for army purposes. So yeah, I was just like, no, this is not it. This is not it.
Yeah.
So that really motivated me to sit down and just write out a plan and get out and do it.
So you said that being away from your daughter so long or throughout the day,
hmm
you felt like somebody else was raising her, and you wanted to open your own business because you want to spend more time with her.
Yes, for sure. I wanted to work for myself. At that time, I didn't know what I wanted to do. Beautiful Bump wasn't even thought of. I just knew I didn't want to be where I was then. And so
Mhm.
I just started working my way up to getting out the army at first. And once I got out, I moved back home to Alabama, and that's when I kind of went back. I've always worked in the medical field before the army, after the army, and so I knew I wanted to be in the medical field. But once COVID hit, again, my daughter comes first, and her school closed down. The hospital doesn't close. So I was like, no, I'm not gonna depend on someone else to watch my child every day while I go work, and I was like, no, this is not it. I gotta find another way.
Yeah.
Like this is not it for me.
And see, you don't hear that a lot. Like most people in the military, like I guess civilian wise, we look at y'all like, oh, y'all got money, y'all pay, y'all got babysitters, y'all got this, that, and the third. And so it's not common to hear that. And I'm glad that you opened up to share that because, like I said, we don't really hear that a lot. And some people think that going to the military is just the solution to all their problems. But I guess, like you said, like because you said you were born in Germany. I saw your status today.
Yeah.
You were born in Germany, and then you
Yes.
flew to the U.S. and lived here permanently. So how long were you in Germany?
Don't let me lie to you. I think we moved here when I was like 3 or 4, maybe. So I don't remember Germany. Don't get it twisted. but yeah.
No, I'm just saying, I guess like if you were to stay in the military, you would have to travel like that with her. Did you necessarily want that for her, like traveling from country to country, or you just wanted her to be kind of somewhere permanently, like where you are in Huntsville?
So that's funny you said that because one of my biggest things was we did move to back to America, but we still moved around different states, or whatever every couple of years. And so my biggest thing is like we've been in Alabama since I was in 8th grade. And so all of my best friends are from 8th grade and up, and I don't have, and I always wanted, I mean, I do have childhood friends, but it's just not the same. Like I know so many people that know people from kindergarten. They went to school all the way up until, and I just kind of wanted that stability. Like I wanted my daughter to just have, I don't know, it kind of sounds cliche, but
I get it. Like the childhood friends, like you grow up together, not just bouncing from place to
yes,
place. Yeah.
yes. But I do love to travel. I do still intend on letting her travel, but just not moving. No, I didn't want that. I didn't want
Okay.
that. So.
No, I get it. Like I said, the bouncing back and forth. Somebody said they admire your motivation.
Oh, thank you.
No. Like, I guess what was one of your turning points to where you just made up in your mind that you wanted better for her? Like I saw that you became a homeowner and bought a really beautiful house, and like I
Thank
said, got your
you.
business. So,
Thank
like,
you.
what was
Thank
the
you.
turning point for you? Is it something that you just kind of like instilled in yourself, like talk to yourself, pump yourself up, like I got to do this and I want to do this, or did somebody pour into you, or did you have friends that poured into you? What was that like?
So, a couple of years ago, about 2 years ago, I did want to do this. I wanted to open my own ultrasound studio, but I didn't know. I had zero information. I just knew it was something. I knew from back when I was pregnant. I knew that this is something I wanted to do. But about 2 years ago, I really was like, I think I really want to do this. And so it
Yeah.
was kind of like a thought. I did a little research and I just left it alone. Again, this was like maybe right before COVID, and so I left it alone. I ended up having to quit working at the hospital again because my daughter had to stay home with me because school was closed. And so that was I started working from home and I was just like, this is again, like I always was in the medical field. And so now I'm working from home doing, mortgaging, and this is not me. Like I was like, no. But I knew I couldn't go back to the hospital. I mean, I could, but I knew I didn't want to. I didn't want to go back to the hospital because shoot, again, a few months later, what happened? School closed down again. The world closed down again. So it's just like I
COVID
was
just
like,
for everything.
yeah, yes. So I was like, no, I'm not. No, I don't want to work for nobody. I don't want to have to depend on nobody. I'm about to do this myself. And that's when I had a conversation with a friend, and she was just like, she's a business owner herself in Birmingham, and she was just like, what are you waiting for? Like,
Yeah.
do it. Like you have no reason to not do it right now. And I was like, you know what? And that night, I got on the computer and I just was like, yeah, this is it. And I found everything I needed to know. I knew. And a week later, I was in motion, like starting finding my space to rent and just everything. And I just started. That was in November. I got my
Oh, that was quick.
this building. Yeah, I got this building in December, and baby, I opened January 15th.
Man, that's quick. That's really quick.
Yeah. One thing about me, I'm very spontaneous, and when I'm ready, I got to do it right now. Because if I wait, I'm gonna put it off. Like so,
Okay, so
yeah.
this is your first official business that you've ever had.
First business ever. First
How
business
do you
ever.
like
Yeah.
it? Like from working a 9 to 5 to owning your own business, how do you like it?
So I still do. Let me put this out here too. I am still working a 9 to 5. I am still working. Yes, I'm still working for that mortgage company, but I'm putting my business first. I'm using my 9 to 5 to pay for my business until my business can pay for my business. So,
Yeah.
but I know, like, I love it. I love it here. I cannot wait to quit. I cannot wait until I can't wait until I'm like, okay, this is enough. Like, I'm good now. I'm kind of using it as a security blanket. I'm not gonna lie,
No,
but
I get it. I get it. Like you have to do that until you can transition. Like you said, until your
mhm.
business pays you more than your job, you have to do that until you can transition. Yeah.
Right, right, right. So, yeah.
Okay, well, I'm glad. I'm glad you like the entrepreneur world, and like I said, it's different. It's different, but
Mhm.
okay. Oh, you got a long comment. Okay, I'm
Oh,
sorry.
let's see.
From Yvonne, she said, "What was your approach in finding your clients outside of you working in the medical field for another company? I will be starting my own practice one day, and this is long. I will be starting my own practice one day and finding clientele to trust you as a practitioner. To trust you as a practitioner can be challenging, especially with patients being lawsuit friendly. Though we have to malpractice, though we have, wait, I'm sorry. Though we do have malpractice insurance, it can be scary. So, I guess the first part, what was your approach in finding your clients? How did you find your clientele?
Honestly, marketing through social media. That is the main, that's how I found my clients, period. Like, that's it. Google, Facebook, Instagram. For the a week before I opened, I did a whole week of free ultrasounds. And,
Oh, wow.
word of yeah, and that was just so, I can get trained and, have my hands-on training with ultrasounds, because although I was in the medical field, I had never done ultrasounds before. I worked in the emergency room, and I also worked in the operating room, and I worked in the lab. Um, Never anything with ultrasounds. So a whole week I did, like I said, free ultrasounds. And when the people hear the word free, they get to write in, share,
No,
telling
I'm gonna say
people,
that's the word.
yeah, yeah. And so after that, I've had multiple people come back to me from those free ultrasounds and pay, and again, it's just a word of mouth and social media. That's it.
So when you say social media, was it Facebook, Instagram, and then
All
you
of the
said
above.
all of them? Okay.
Yes, I ran ads. I did Facebook ads, which that one, like, that was really good. I reached thousands of people through the Facebook ads. I also have Google ads running right now, and I have clientele from Tennessee that comes to me, and they found me off of Google. I don't know how, but they found me off of Google, and they come back too. Like, one thing about this business is I get the same clients a lot too. Like, they come, they love it, they love my energy, they just love the vibe, they love everything, and they want to come back, especially if they're early in pregnancy. They're like, okay, I'll be back for my 3D. I just came to make sure, my baby got a heartbeat, or my doctor's taking forever to get me into an appointment. I'm scared. I want to see, and that's again why I went to the ultrasound studio my first time ever going as a client.
Mhm.
And so, yeah, that's really it. That's really it.
Okay. And then you said Google ads as well. So do you do your own
Mhm.
Google ads or do you have somebody else do it for you?
So I do my own Google ads. Before I opened my business, I reached out to a company called Ultrasound Trainers, and he basically is my mentor. He did it all for me. He taught me how to market. He did my Facebook ads for me at first. He set all of my equipment up in here for me, as far as the ultrasound, the PowerPoint, and the PowerPoint, Lord, the,
Like,
the projector, the projector. He, like, all of that. So yeah, that part was done. The marketing, he taught me, and I kind of learned from there. He did do a few, and then I just took off from there. Like, that was back in December before I opened. And so, yeah, he just taught me how to do it, and I just been doing it myself since then.
okay, cool. And so let me see the other parts of her question. Outside of you working in the medical field for another company, I will be starting my own practice, and finding clientele to trust you as a practitioner can be challenging, especially with the patients being lawsuit friendly, though we have malpractice insurance, it can be scary. So I guess she was just stating about the fact of finding clientele to trust you. And I guess, how did you
Mhm.
establish that trust with your clientele? Is it just by, being transparent, or what was your
Mhm.
strategy as far as getting people to trust you as a new business?
Yeah, I think that exactly what you said, transparency. I've always been myself, and they not to be, cocky, but they love me. They really do. And I love what I do, and I think that it shows, and that makes them feel comfortable. They know that I'm not here like how your experience was. I'm not here to get you in and out. That's not what this is for. I'm here to give you an experience. I'm here for you to feel comfortable, for you to see your baby, stuff like that. And I feel like that really built a lot of trust.
Yeah. And like I said, it makes a difference when someone is their selves and coming as they are. Like, I like that you are just so it's not just about money with you, because some companies you can run into
Mhm.
that, well, they just want a dollar and they just want you in and out. So it makes a big
Mhm.
difference when you're showing that you actually care and love what you do, and you want them to have great results, a great scan, a great experience. So they want to come back, and like, I think people wouldn't even feel comfortable with even trying to sue somebody like that. Like, because they know that you're actually, doing the best that you can, and doing, you want them to be happy at the end of the day. So I think, like you said,
Mhm.
transparency, make sure your customers are happy as well. So because I've, like,
Yeah.
I'm in the medical field, but I've experienced that with even being a car dealer. You just want, at the end of it all, you just want your customer to be happy, and that they can refer
Mhm.
somebody for you, come back to you, things like that. So that's my input on
Right.
that.
Right.
Hello, hello. Okay, so
I can't
that's
see
the
any of the comments.
question. Huh?
I said I don't even see where you see these comments at, but
Are you on a computer or laptop? I
I'm
mean,
on
a
my
computer
phone.
or a phone. Okay, yeah.
I'm on
If
my
you're on
phone.
the computer, you can see it.
Oh, okay, okay.
That's why I just read them to you.
I was like,
Because,
oh, am I looking somewhere wrong?
no, no. If anybody have any more questions, feel free to drop them at this time. And we're gonna ask the very last question is oh, she said, that's awesome. Thank you. I work with geriatric patients and plan to do so with my practice, so social media will be out. Girl, I gotta get a newspaper or something. Do you do anything else besides social media for advertising, or you just like social media and Google?
Yes. No. So, what I did was I found a couple of different OBGYN clinics and I just took them my cards. I took them discount cards. And there's one that they actually they give every single patient that they have one of my discount cards, and I get a lot of clientele from that. And that just came from just me driving around, finding these clinics and going in and asking, "Hey, I just opened a new business. I'm doing ultrasounds. Just spit that spit that game to 'em. Look, I know you're a doctor's office, and for y'all's ultrasounds, you only really let one or two people in. So let your client or let your patients get an experience and be able to bring whoever they want in, and get an actual real ultrasound for longer than 5 minutes, and give them my card."
And that was smart. So I think that you have to, like she was asking, do some of both worlds, social media, but also old school networking, word of mouth on your
Mhm.
feed. That's can
Yep.
carry you far too. So like, were you nervous going into these places? Like, I don't know this doctor's office, but I'm about to go in here.
Yes, because you know me. Yes, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not that. I'm outgoing when I'm on one, like we just talking, but introducing myself, talking about no. So yeah, I was nervous. It took a whole lot of courage for me to do that, but I did after the honestly. And one day, my aunt helped me, and then one day we also went to boutiques, baby boutique stores, and asked them if we can leave the cards at the counter. And we went to 6 or 7 places. I promise you, every single place said yes. And we went to I mean, these are like franchise places we went also. And they all said,
Okay.
and I was just like, I don't think they're allowed to do that. But every single manager was like, yeah, put them right here. And we did. So,
Oh, that's so nice. Yeah, like I
yes.
said, I'm glad that you even did that. Did somebody recommend that, or was that just something that you thought of?
Kind of both. Kind of both. Yeah. I always thought about going to the OBs and, getting their patients, but I never really thought about going to the baby boutique stores and stuff like that. My mentor that I was telling you about, he is the one that told me that. He was like, you gotta get on feet, you gotta, drop these discount cards off, and, get some clients. So I was like, okay, and I did it and it worked, and they're
Okay.
still coming. So
Old school networking. Don't be afraid to do it. Hey, Laura.
mhm.
Laura said, hey.
Hey, look, Okay, look, I got my other phone up now. I see these comments now. Hey, girl.
But yeah, like I said, I like that old school networking. So if you do have a business, remember old school networking always works as well. And don't be afraid to talk to people. Like that's what I learned. Like, don't be afraid to just go up to people and just like different business, like she said, just talk to people. Like people really not gonna hurt you. I think it's more so in your head. Like people be like, I don't want to go in there because nobody know me. Like you just have to just do it. And like you said, just if
Yeah,
just get out there and do it a couple times. It gets easier.
it
Hey,
does. It
Kirsten.
does.
She said, yes.
Hey.
Hey, that's a great idea. Good luck with your business. You are on the right track. I may need you to mentor me when it's my turn. And thank you, Bria, for interviewing her. I enjoyed this. Thank you for watching, Yvonne. I appreciate you.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you.
So I was gonna say we're gonna go into closeout. So if you do have any more questions, let's go ahead and drop them because I'm gonna ask her last question. And the question is, what was not asked that. What is one piece of advice that you can give to someone who was in your shoes, wanting to start their own business and do something that they love that makes them happy, that helps other people make other people happy as well? What's one piece of advice that you can give to someone?
Honestly, the only thing I can say is just do it. Like if it's on your heart, like you know it's something you love. You also, I mean, of course it has to be something smart. You know, you have to you know it's gonna make you money. You don't want to be, but just do it. Just do it. Like you said, a lot of times we're in our heads, and I was in my head like I said for 2 years. For 2 years ago, I could have started this, but I didn't. And so that's my biggest do it. Go for it. If you have the financial means to do it. And if you don't, find a way to get it and do it. Because time waits on no one and it's just moving forward. Like, yeah, that's the best advice I think I can give. Because I wish I would have did this a long time ago. I really do. But it
Yeah.
all, worked out. It really did. It worked out.
Like I said, Nike gave the perfect slogan, just do it. Cause I go by the same thing. Like even these lives, I told Teray, like, I don't do lives. I don't be on Facebook. I've had Facebook for over 10 years. I think in 10 years, I've maybe done 5 lives. But my thing is I wanted to just do it. Like just come on here and do interviews so y'all can get to know people behind their business. And it's
Mm-hmm.
just do it. Like even if you're scared, just do it. Like it's
Yes,
just
because
way to
Lord, no.
go. Just
Look,
even if you fall, just try it again, do it again. Like you have to
yeah,
stop caring what people think and stop being scared of stuff. Just do it.
yeah. Girl, I had
Yeah.
so many setbacks, so many setbacks before I opened. And
Uh-huh.
honestly, I'm gonna be honest. I feel like I'm a quitter a lot of times. I realized that about myself a couple years ago. Like when stuff gets hard, it's easier to walk out and quit. I'm gonna walk out and quit. And so I'm just being honest. And so with this business, things were getting hard, but I had put, so I'm talking about thousands and thousands of dollars into this already. There was no way I could quit. I was like, no, I'm not quit.
Yeah.
No.
But they make
And
it
with
hard to
that,
quit when you put the money in there.
yeah, it did. And if it wasn't for that money that was already, spent, I would not be here today. And I feel like that was God. That was really God speaking to me like, no, you're going to keep going. You're going to finish this, what you started. And I'm so glad I did because it's worth it. Every minute of it's worth it. So yeah,
Mhm.
that,
Laura said, congratulations. She's proud of you. She's coming to you in 2025. I can't deal with her.
girl.
And I'm sorry, yeah, Charmer, we started late because my mic wasn't working, but we started 10 minutes late. But the video will be up here so you can watch it if you want to rewatch it. Courtney said, yeah, just do it. Charmin says she's proud of you. You inspire her.
Oh, thank you.
Sydney said, go girl. And Yvonne says that's all she had to hear was just do it. Miss Carla said,
Yes,
congratulations. And Charm says she's
thank
lucky that you
you.
never gave up. She's lucky that you never gave up on your dream.
Yes, me too. She was a big part of my motivation. So thank you, Charmin.
Like I said, pay to have good friends around you, good people around
It
you, good.
does.
Mm-hmm.
It definitely does because I was definitely calling my same couple friends every day, like, I can't do this. What did I get myself into? And they like,
Yeah, it
So,
pays to have a
yeah.
great support system. So I'm glad that you have that. And I'm glad that you
Mhm.
continue. So if there are no more questions, we're going to go ahead and close out. And I do want to say thank y'all. She said, love you, friend. It's only up from here.
Yes, ma'am. Love you too.
Again, I want to thank y'all for coming on tonight and joining our interview. And this has been a really great interview with Teray.
Yes.
She has let us know so much. And again, just do it. Don't be scared. Jump out there with your business. Like, you have support behind you. And if you don't have support, the greenhouse is always your support. So
Yes.
definitely, like, if you have any questions, feel free to, if they can inbox you.
Oh
Is that
yeah, inbox.
okay? Okay,
Yep.
yeah, inbox her, add her on Facebook. If you're expecting or soon to be expecting, add her, go to her business. Get your ultrasounds. Like I promise you that you're gonna have a great experience. And like I said, I've known Trey for a
Mhm.
while now. She's a really cool girl, really great person. So you'll have a great experience. So again, Teray, thank you so much for joining us tonight. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
And for all those who are watching, don't forget to like, share, comment. Of course, go to YouTube, subscribe to our channel, The Greenhouse Effect HSV. And this has been Bria with The Greenhouse, where we bud, bloom, and blossom, learning together in entrepreneurship. I'll see y'all next interview. Bye.
Bye.